the opposition. And in every functioning democracy, elections are contests of ideas, not contests of intimidation. And political parties are expected to persuade voters with policies, not with fear, violence, or with the force of numbers. And that incident has once again raised troubling questions about the state of our politics. A meeting of members of NDC ended in chaos. Well, the APC dismissed that allegation outright, insisting the violence was nothing more than an internal clash between rival factions within the NDC over political interest. So, what really happened? Was this an internal party dispute that spiraled out of control, or another worrying example of political intimidation in an increasingly charged political environment? And beyond the accusations, counter-accusations, this morning, we're delving into the conversation. We're not interested in the propaganda. We're interested in facts, in accountability, and above all, we are interested in a peaceful Imo State. Joining us virtually is Onwuasoanya FCC Jones, PhD. He is the State Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress Imo State, whose party has strongly denied any involvement and maintains that the incident was purely an internal conflict within the NDC. Glad to have you join us, Dr. Jones, this morning. Good morning to you and welcome to The Brief on Groove 98.1 FM Owerri.
Thank you very much. Good morning to the Groove crew and good morning to the listeners.
Also joining us this morning is Comrade Ayozie Uchechukwu. He is the Publicity Secretary of the Nigeria Democratic Congress NDC, whose party insists the disruption was a coordinated attack on its members and is demanding a thorough investigation. Glad to have you join us this morning, Comrade. Good morning to you.
Good morning, and good morning to the listeners out there.
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning,
All right.
More Lights.
Okay, we're going to begin with you because your party is alleging. Can you give us an account of what happened on that day? What led to this issue before we go straight to Dr. Jones?
Okay, I think before we go on, let's make some clarifications. The party has not called or alleged that APC actually sponsored that destruction. But what we do know is that eyewitnesses on that very day saw two persons. And these persons we know are overzealous APC members. The mentioned name, you heard about Chinasa. Everybody knows him in this town. You also heard about Tapi, who incidentally is not from Imo State, but has been in Imo State. So if he has stayed in Imo State for more than 7 years, of course he's a citizen by law. But what actually happened is that one of our pillars, when I say our pillars, the ADC can boast of very strong pillars, politicians, heavyweights who have been into politics for a long time, who have represented their constituencies in one way or the other. And, he convened a meeting of supporters. Most of them are NDC members. Okay. Of course, you would get that. And other people from the society here in Owerri municipality. And I guess these overzealous people got to hear about it. And the only thing they can think about to do is to go in there and begin to cause mayhem. You see, violence will not take us anywhere in this country. If you are not bold enough to face situation and face the polling booth, then quietly just stay out of politics. The use of violence does not make sense in this 21st century.
Okay, before we go straight to Dr. Jones, APC insists what happened was simply a violent clash between rival NDC factions over your party's senatorial ticket. Do you have factions in NDC?
Well, I can tell you authoritatively, the NDC, from the national to the state to every LGA and ward, is one. There are no factions. We may have different interests, but there are no factions. I can tell you, here in Imo State, the state chairman remains Barrister Uwakwe Reginald, who is presently in Abuja because of some official functions. And the state deputy chairman is no other person than Sir Akanayo Ejubu, who is presently in Imo State here. So I don't know why people will come up with different stories. Somebody said there's no executive in Imo State. Imo State does not have a structure. Imo State conducted congresses. So if Imo State does not have a structure, how do you not have candidates? Because procedurally, you must have the Congress before the National Convention, before you go into primaries. So when somebody comes up to tell you that Imo State does not have any structure, then it means that there's no party in Imo State.
Okay.
But, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so let me bring you back to the issue of discourse. Some persons were attacked. That's a given.
Yeah.
But what you are not exactly sure of are the persons behind the attack.
Of course.
But you are of the opinion that it is not rival NDC, because according to you, you are united.
It's not an opinion, it's a fact.
According to you, yes. You know, we have to balance these things.
Yeah.
It has to come from your own mouth, and our listeners need to be sure that you said this. So I'm going to go to
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones,
who is joining virtually now. So, Dr. Jones, APC has categorically denied any involvement in the attack and says it was an internal NDC factional clash. What specific information led your party to that conclusion? You wrote the press statement that gave us this information.
Well, thank you very much. I have listened to the young man in the studio there.
he has white hair everywhere. Adia Mama.
Comrade Ronald or something.
Ayozie Uchechukwu. Ayozie Uchechukwu.
Okay, Ayozie Uchechukwu. I think I sympathize with him. It is not easy to market a bad product. I read his statement a few minutes ago where he tried to jumble things. He literally disclaimed or disowned that NDC meeting at Imo Hall and came back because maybe for political correctness to try to say blame their troubles on others. NDC is not a political party as long as the laws of the land is concerned. So it shouldn't, that party shouldn't actually be a problem, a headache to us if the APC was actually interested in having any kind of competition with a political party. I'm saying this based on fact, not on hearsay. A federal high court in Kogi State has withdrawn its earlier order that compelled INEC to register NDC as a political party. So as we speak, as at today, the 16th of July 2026, NDC is not a political party. It could pass as maybe a pressure group. It could pass as a political association. It could pass as maybe, I don't know what to describe them as. But as long as the laws of Nigeria are concerned, the NDC is not a political party. So, and the APC as a political party could not have gone to try to disrupt the events of a political association, of a political group that has no candidates, that who has not even decided on who their candidates are, assuming they are a political party. If the APC was interested in stifling the political environment, so to say, as they are trying to accuse us of, their parties have been holding events across Imo State. They held their ticket auctioning exercise, which they call primaries, in Imo State at night. Nobody disturbed them, even though they didn't get the right approvals, but they were allowed to go ahead and do their things.
Dr. Jones,
Yes.
permit us to cut in here. As of today, as we speak, INEC is here to deregister NDC. And again, some names were mentioned in the audio clip that we played earlier on, video evidences shared by NDC members. And the NDC, some members are alleging that these persons are APC-sponsored thugs, that they were responsible. So can you categorically state that no APC member, supporter, or affiliate was involved? in any way.
Couldn't have the APC members couldn't be attending the meeting of a political group that is not affiliated to the APC.
The accusation is that you disrupted.
The individuals, somebody, Honorable Uchechukwu, who is one of those laying claim to the candidacy of the NDC in Imo East, Owerri Senatorial District, convened a meeting of his group. The other people, Charles Onyabako, Tony Okpe, and some other people who were defrauded by the NDC, who were promised tickets by the NDC. Of course, these things are not, I'm not talking as a politician, so to say. I'm talking as a citizen, so, because these things are facts that are in the public domain. People are in court over these issues. People have alleged and taken the matter to court that NDC officials extorted them, told them to pay 10 million naira, told them to pay 20 million naira, told them to pay 50 million naira for tickets. So these individuals who are reacting, who came to disrupt the meeting of one of the factions, are those who feel bitter, who feel embittered because they were defrauded. The individuals who came to restore order, because we are not just a political party, we are the party in power. We are the party in control of the government, and we support the government to ensure that lawlessness is not allowed to thrive. Imo State is not ungoverned. Imo State has a government. And we cannot allow miscreants, we cannot allow talks to endanger the lives of innocent citizens in the name of holding political meetings. Uchechukwu is known to have been a thought leader within his brief stint as Jones, please.
Jones, please. Not on our airways.
Jones, as the secretary to the Imo State government.
Jones, please. Jones.
Uchechukwu led a group of people to the Imo State.
Jones, we are working with the data we have before us.
Okay, I have.
Jones,
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you. There is what they call rules of engagement. You always give your word before we come on air. No name calling. We want to stick precisely whoever is the chairman or executives of NDC isn't our problem now. What we want to confirm is what transpired on Tuesday, 2 days ago. Let me take you to what you said. You posted on your social media handle.
What transpired on Tuesday is what I have just told you, that the individuals who claim to be candidates of the NDC came to disrupt the meeting of another person who is claiming to be the candidate of the NDC.
Okay, so there
was a breakdown of law and order, and officials of the government came to restore order, came to protect the lives of innocent citizens that were being threatened by these NDC factions. That's what happened.
Okay, let's return to Comrade Ayozie Uchechukwu in the studio. You heard Dr. Jones there, that there are existing disagreements in your party and over the Imo East Senatorial District ticket before that incident. If so, could those agreements have contributed to the violence? Can you confirm that there are disagreements in your party? Because these are direct links that could also cause unrest in the state, as stated by Dr. Jones this morning.
All right, let me start by saying thank you very much, because you tried to school Dr. Jones.
I'm only doing my job.
Yeah,
so
you tried to school him there concerning NDC being unregistered. You know, it just shows the extent of legal illiteracy that one can just depict even on air.
No.
Let me just go straight to what we
just a moment.
Please,
we asked him to stick to the
rules of engagement.
Yes. So you have to withdraw that. So we stick on the issues. Let's attack the issues, not personalities.
Like he made mention that 3 persons, who had issues, and one convened a meeting of supporters, and the other came to cause disruption there. That is fallacy. You know why I say this? Okay, Uchechukwu was in Ezinite yesterday. I'm sure Chinaza does not live there. If he was in Ezinite yesterday, he would do the same thing he did here in the municipality. They've had a gathering in Abombise, and nothing like that happened. They've been to Ngopala, nothing like that happened. Why did it happen in Owerri municipality? It's because this is where this kingpin, this Oga Patapata, who feels that he can do anything and go away with it. That is where he is based. And that is why he got the information and went there. Who is saying that government agencies came to, curtail the situation? Who is saying that? On whose authority is he saying it? Is Chinasa Waneri one of those that? What is his job? Is he a policeman?
He's the special,
is he part of DSS?
He's the special advisor to the governor.
On what?
Monitoring and something else, but I'm sure of monitoring and.
Because the statement released by APC indicates that he mobilized members of his tax team, including officers of the Nigeria Police, mobilized to restore order. Was there a breakdown of order during that meeting? Do you have other interested parties that are against that meeting?
There are no other persons against that meeting. Like I said before, I've made my point clear. It is this overzealous young man, Chinasa, that went there with his men to disrupt that meeting. I mean, why would someone come to accuse him if he actually came there to make peace? There are eyewitnesses. And what we hear is that while some persons were trying to capture them on video that day, they seized their phone. Maybe you've not heard that one.
This is interesting. Let's return to Dr. Jones, who is joining us virtually now.
Can I briefly read the statement that my friend, the
name is Ayozie Uchechukwu.
Can I read a part of that statement to you,
let me quickly add that, sorry, 1 second, that Nzechinasa Waneri is actually the SA Monitoring and Compliance. Thank you,
Okay. So go ahead, Dr. Jones.
Okay, so to show you that I do not know why my guy there should, my friend there should, or my brother, I don't know him, let me call him my brother because he's an Imo son, should be trying to, deny the obvious, even though, unless this statement is not from him, that he signed it. Let me take some parts of the statement. He said the disrupted gathering was not an NDC meeting. The NDC is a highly structured, law-abiding, blah, 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 blah. He said the key party leadership was entirely unaware of the gathering. Mr. Emeka Ihueze, the NDC Owerri Municipal LGO chairman, did not convene and was completely unaware of any such meeting. Mr. Stanley Igbo, the Owerri zonal chairman of the party, was not informed nor aware of any such gathering. Barrister Ronald, the Imo State chairman of the NDC, has no knowledge of the meeting in question. What other evidence do we need to prove that this is a factional meeting? This is an unauthorized meeting of the NDC group.
So
let me respond to that. There's need to respond to that.
You will have your time, comrade. Okay. But Dr. Jones, what you're saying is that the meeting was not authorized. Now, your statement commended the swift intervention of government officials and security agencies. Can you explain exactly when they were informed, what led to them being informed, the government officials, and how quickly they responded to understand the reason?
I made mention of that.
Okay.
Lives were being threatened. People called the SA to the governor on monitoring and compliance. And let me tell you what it means to be the SA to the governor on monitoring and compliance. You are like the chief enforcer of discipline for government. That is why he has policemen, he has officers of the NLCDC, civil defense, he has law enforcement officials in his tax team. The only reason why he was there was to restore order, to ensure that innocent lives were not lost. Because these people drew weapons. They were ready to kill themselves in order to disrupt the unauthorized meeting by an NDC, by someone claiming to be an NDC senatorial candidate. And others are claiming to be NDC senatorial candidates. And someone went ahead without the authorization of any of the officials of the unregistered party, the court-ordered unregistered party.
So why is it important for APC to highlight those issues in NDC while responding to allegations of violence, Dr. Jones?
It is important not just for APC, it is important to you as a media organization to inform people correctly. If I am wrong, you can correct me. A court in Kogi State, the same court that compelled INEC to register NDC, has given an order withdrawing that order. That means that NDC is not a registered political party. These things may not sound very sweet to your ears, but they are truth.
Dr. James, this is just your wish.
We will return to you, Comrade. You will have
this is just your wish, but
Comrade,
this is your wish.
You will have your time, Comrade.
All right, brother.
Yes, so that is the reason you believe APC, or probably the government, the ruling party in the state, should step in.
The party did not step in because NDC is not a registered political party. They stepped in because lives were at risk, because properties were being destroyed. If you watch the video that is circulating on social media, you find out they had already destroyed chairs, broken bottles, destroyed the public address system and everything, and we are ready to kill some of the people that we are at the meeting.
Okay.
Why would they attend an unauthorized meeting? Why would they attend a meeting of someone who is not a candidate of their group? Because there are people, Tony Okpe is claiming to be the candidate, Charles Onyabako is claiming to be the candidate. And even in the party, in the organization structure, in that political organization structure, there seems to be issues because some other person claimed earlier to be the state publicity secretary, and I'm hearing the name of another person in the studio today.
Okay.
So obviously there are issues. There are issues, and as a government, the government cannot fold its arms and allow people to destroy things in the state and mess up with people. We have a responsibility to protect lives and properties.
All right.
As a government, as a party in power, we cannot fold our arms and allow people to behave anyhow. I thank God he considered that they have been holding their events in Ngokpa and across the state, and nobody tried to harass them. The SA to the Governor on Monitoring and Compliance is not SA to the Governor on Monitoring and Compliance in Owerri Municipal. He is the SA to the Governor on Monitoring and Compliance across Imo State. The 305 wards in Imo State, the 27 LGOs in Imo State.
Okay, Dr. Jones, just a moment. Let's return to Comrade Ayozie Uchechukwu in the studio. That gathering, was it an NDC affair?
Now, before I go there, the SA on Monitoring and Compliance, is he the Commissioner of Police? Is he the Commandant of the SC, that is the Civil Defense? Is he part of the DSS? So monitoring compliance. I thought his work ended with market women, bus drivers, those who beat traffic. And that's what compliance is. It's not about protecting lives or this. So you see, some of these people don't even know what they are saying. And that is why you're making a mistake by saying that the NDC is unregistered. The theater of the APC, this is what they do. A government of theater, play and act. Okay. Act any script at any point in time. Okay, now I'll go back to your question. The gathering was convened by an NDC member in the name of Honorable Uchechukwu Onyagocha. And it was to gather his supporters, create sensitization ahead of the coming election. It was not a campaign. It was more like a thank you message for them supporting him. So he didn't need authorization from the party per se. But why we responded quickly to that allegation was when they said it was an NDC party meeting. Okay. We know the legal implication. So anybody who understands the legal implication of such a thing will be able to put up a disclaimer. No, it's not an NDC meeting, it's supporters. But we know that our members and other members of the public who may not be registered members of the NDC were in that place.
So were any members of the NDC armed or involved in acts of violence? You heard what Dr. Jones said this morning. So do you maintain that your members were entirely victims, or they were armed and they were about to cause breakdown of law and order in the state?
If you were there on that day, you will discover that even after Chinasa and his men came and disrupted the gathering, people who ran away for their lives, only those who were injured were taken for treatment because of the faith they have in the party. Other places came back to conclude what they were doing. So to tell me that Chinasa came monitoring and whatever compliance thing he's doing to make people comply by scattering an event, I don't understand it.
Have you formally reported the attack to the police or other security agencies?
We've made a press statement, which we've also sent in. So we've condemned the act, and we've urged security agencies to investigate it properly. Let us know exactly what happened there, not from the account of somebody who wants to sell a party that is already sinking. And he calls another party an unregistered party. And when you go to the INEC website, you see both parties there. And that is why we maintain, let me say it again, that we will not accuse the APC of sending people. We are civilized people. But we know the individuals. Eyewitnesses could recognize the individuals who came there.
Which takes us back to that same question. Have you made an entry at the police station? Because you've mentioned names this morning on the show. Yes. And if eyewitnesses are able to identify persons, we should be able to go to the police and make entry and look at what happened at so place, so that it will something will be done officially.
Officially, the local government chairman, Emeka Ayozie, whose constituency that thing happened, have been given instruction on what to do. And by the end of today, we'll get a report of what happened, because he has to start from the DPO in that constituency and move forward to the Commissioner of Police.
Interesting. Let's return to Dr. Jones virtually now. Dr. Jones, you heard the Comrade Ayozie. If police investigations identify APC members as having participated in the violence, will the party support their prosecution without political interference?
Well, I want to say categorically that APC members did not need to attend any meeting convened by people who are not APC members, and they did not. I can say that the SA to the governor on monitoring and compliance was doing his job to restore peace, to ensure that Imo citizens who were present at that meeting were not injured, were not killed, like the NDC members and their talks tried to do. MDC members and their talks, factions from different factions, had already destroyed chairs, had already drawn weapons to descend on each other before the task force, the SA to the governor with his task force on monitoring and compliance. And this task force included men of the Nigerian police force. It includes men from the civil defense who came just specifically to restore order. And let me go by what Ayozie said here. He said after the SA to the governor on compliance and monitoring came, that people now return to have their meeting. That is
after his destruction. He was not able to disperse them because they have faith in the party. Don't misunderstand.
We will return to you, Comrade.
Can you listen to me? I don't think I'm quoting him wrongly. He said it there that after Chinas and Waneri left,
after they did their destruction.
Comrade, we will return to you. You can also do a rejoinder after.
The NDC members went back to conclude their meeting. I don't think he spoke in Latin. I heard him clearly. And anybody who is tuned to this program would have heard that. That is the NDC group or whoever, the faction that held that meeting should rather be commending Chinas and Waneri for restoring order. If Chinas and Waneri had come to disrupt the meeting like they allege, would they have gone back to hold their meetings like he said here in the studio? I'm not putting words in his mouth. He said these things here now. And so let us not be...
Okay, Dr. Jones, what would you like to see happen next? Should there be an independent investigation, arrest where necessary, or perhaps a peace accord among political parties?
Well, definitely there will be peace accord. It happens at every election, but those who will participate in signing that peace accord are registered political parties. NDC is not a registered political party as long as we are a nation of law and order.
Interesting.
A competent court in this country has said that registration I ordered you to give, withdraw it. because they stole or they allegedly stole the logo of another political organization. These things are clear and well documented across the media and everywhere else. That the INEC has refused to obey that order is very unbecoming. It's very unfortunate. But that does not remove the fact that this order has been given. So we are not afraid of investigations. We are not afraid of people. I expect that the individuals who convened that meeting in the first place should be brought in for questioning. Onwuasoanya and his people should be brought in for questioning. The other people who came from outside to disrupt the meeting, they resorted to self-help. What they should have done was to go to the police to tell the police that these people are holding an illegal gathering. And the police would have come to say, okay, go away. But they came and started destroying things. Okay. That was what invited the SA to the governor on monitoring and compliance to do his job, to make sure that people are safe, to make sure that our people are not killed and all that. So that's, I expect that this thing shouldn't just continue in the media. Onwuasoanya should by now be cooling his feet in the sun. He should be answering questions about why he decided to disrupt the peace of the state, which we have worked so hard to get right. He's the same person who threatened that the state will be ungovernable. And we have been able to restore peace in the state after they tried to destroy the state with violence. And now they are starting again.
So Dr. Jones, let me... Yes. Let me start from what you wrote on your Facebook handle. You said, I shall speak the truth, only the truth that I'm aware of, and nothing but all the truth I know about this incident when you had to post this meet. So based on this declaration of truth, quote and unquote, is there any chance that, because it does seem that you are very, very current about the happenings in NDC than any other party, is there any chance that your party or that you, as a publicity secretary, is somewhat scared, or I don't know, for lack of a better word?
This is the first time I will be reacting to anything concerning NDC in Imo State, because they have been looking for an opportunity to launch themselves, to announce their presence in Imo State. And that is why they cooked up this false story about an APC trying to disrupt the meeting that wasn't
but
even
Comrade
authorized by them.
Comrade Ayozie said some persons that tried to record the incident that day got their phone seized.
Was he there?
He has it on good source.
So what is the source? I also have it on good source that such a thing didn't happen.
But you will say the truth, nothing but the truth.
So, I'm saying
maybe in a way of keeping compliance, they had to, take the phones of citizens.
Let me quickly answer your question about whether APC is worried about NDC. Let me not miss that. How can we be worried about an unregistered political party? And assuming they eventually got registered, about a political party whose publicity secretary is right here in your studio and cannot tell you who the candidate of their party is in Imo East. We know serious political parties. There are very few serious political parties in Nigeria, and we know them. And they are busy doing what they should do in order to see if they can make some impact in the election. NDC is not one of them.
Okay.
They don't exist.
I think that's a direct challenge to Comrade Ayozie in the studio.
Yeah.
He said your party is not a serious party. So we're putting it to you now this morning, Comrade. Who is the candidate of NDC for Imo East Senatorial District?
Okay. Before I respond to that question, which I will at the end of the time, let's look at Dr. James and his claims.
Jones,
rather. See, you cannot deceive Imolites. Imolites know the antecedent of Chinasa. So this compliance story, someone plugged into government because of his rascality. Imolites already know his antecedent. So there is something you say, this guy can do. They'll tell you, no, he's not like that. So it's not as if somebody is cooking up any story. And I wonder why somebody like Dr. Jones would want to be defending such a character. probably because he works for the APC and Chinas also works for the APC. Well, that's fine. That's fine. But the truth, you keep saying that NDC is unregistered or this. It's just a wish, which we know will not come to pass. Because at the end of the day, let the panic level stay on. APC is going to contest elections, and APC is going to win.
You are saying APC or you need
NDC is going to contest election, the Nigeria Democratic Congress, and NDC is going to win many of the seats they think they will claim.
So to the question now.
To the question. The Imo East senatorial candidate, as he stands today, is Uchechukwu, Honorable Uchechukwu
Onyagocha.
All right.
You know? And what I want to say to Dr. Jones, please, let us leave violence out of this.
Okay.
Let Imo like do things on
we will get to that point so that we can get words and that we can hold on to on this program from both sides, that there will be no violence. But we need to go straight to the phone line so that we can return to the gentleman in the studio, then the gentleman far away somewhere in Nigeria. All right. So the lines are open. Let's have your thoughts this morning. 0911 660 6981 or 0913 838 0808. It is the brief right here on Groove 98.1 FM Owerri. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us.
Love brother and sister, the guests on the studio and the one online. Good morning, all.
Good morning.
That call from Redeemable Family is very, very regrettable, shameful, and disgrace how we do our own politics, especially in Southeast. Sometimes the love of brotherhood is far from where we are in the name of politics. Even when in Southeast, I don't know the benefit of us who fight for the party. If you look at Southeast today, is it the good road? Is it light? Is it federal attention? What can we be able to help our brothers in the name of politics? In whatever that happened a few days ago, there is no denial on it. APC cannot come up to say they don't know what concerns it. Just as the guest in the studio said, who is Chinas Onwuasoanya working for? And why must he, even though that he come to make peace, how did you do the peace? By taking others away, bringing some women down, and fighting for others. Please, I want to appeal. Politics is on the way. And 2027 is almost 6 months before now. I don't think that killing ourselves, hating each other, reading violence in everything will be the best way to get a better leader in 2027. I still want these two political parties to ask themselves questions. If we kill ourselves because of politics, when 2027 come and go, where will we live? I want to conclude by appealing. Whether APC, whatever you call that function that is doing it, whether Chinas Onwuasoanya that always use, please, let us remember one thing. Opera, Shirike. Thank you and God bless you.
All right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. There are more reactions from the phone lines this morning. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Michael.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Angela.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good morning, our guest in the studio here.
Good morning.
This is Ahmad that calls from Uche Street in Owerri. Now, first of all, I have to commend Group FM for making this happen as to clear the air, because what happened the other day, no more human. But my questions are very simple. The APC man wants us to understand that what happened that day was a case of rivalry that leadership of the same party. That is an internal party affair. And there are two factions competing for the same leadership position. One is that of Onyagocha. Well, who is the leader of the other faction of NDC? that is in rivalry with Onwuasoanya. I think we should know that to clear the air. Another, it is to quell a fracas, whether internal or inter-party issue. In a case like this, whose institute is it? Is it the state police or security operative or maybe an agency of the state government? That's another question. And we are told that NDC is not a registered political party. I think we need to be clear of that. We are seeing a lot as far as that one is concerned. Thank you. Amma from Uchechukwu.
All right, thank you, Amma. There, Dr. Jones is going to answer that because he says, it's actually Dr. Jones that brought it up that there are factions. And the question he asked is, who is the leader of the other faction? He's going to respond to that, but let's get more reactions from the phone lines this morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for calling from Owerri.
All right.
Whatever happened in Owerri municipal is a politics. You know, our politicians, they can go on. As long as they have issues, they are still dragging with the ticket. They must watch themselves very well. Then that can, in Nigeria now, anything happen to any political party, they will put blame to APC. Whether APC or not APC, what they know is APC. They need to check themselves very well. Where I came from, I know too well, they have two ward chairmen. NDC have chairman. Where I came from my ward, they have two ward chairmen. It's still causing a problem. One belongs to Uchechukwu, one belongs to the other person that fighting for ticket, senatorial ticket. So they need to keep themselves and let us not use this opportunity to keep ourselves. Somebody must win. Imo State will remain. For over 4 years, we are fighting insecurity and all these stuff. Let them not bring it back again, please. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. He says two ward chairmen in his word that the party should check itself. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. This is Mr. Felix calling from Park.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. My own goes this way. The man who intervenes, Senator, is he the rightful person to go for this? Is he an army chief or whatever, or police or whatever? This is not his duty. Even if he was called upon, his duty is to call the security agents to go in and see what is happening there. Okay, now we are talking about further investigations. Who is going to do it? Is it Senator? So please, people should know their boundaries where their job stops. I think he doesn't have the right to go and intervene in that particular place because it's not his duty. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us there. More reactions. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chief. Program. Good morning, FCC Jones, my brother.
Good morning, Chief.
My name is Chief Ubaja. I usually call for man on this of in Imo State, and this morning I'm doing precisely so. Well, I think incidents we are talking about now do not call for actually accusations and counter accusations. Indeed, we are running a democratic system of government. We are running a democratic system of government where anybody who feels aggrieved at any particular point in time can approach our democratic institutions with 6 days instead of maybe crying wolf where there is none, or maybe making much out about nothing about this. Quite all right, it is not actually justifiable to disrupt any rifle meeting going on. But if that meeting contains very great danger to the lives and property of the people, I think there is every need, for it to be disrupted so that people's lives and property will be safe. Because prevention, the Englishman says, is better than cure. I'm not holding brief for anybody, but I think that, since we have a constitution in this country, since we are running a democratic system of government, is it now incumbent on anybody who feels aggrieved at any particular point in time to exploit our democratic institutions to seek rest instead of maybe trying wolf where there is none, or maybe making much ado about nothing about it. That is the way out, and no more, no less. Because even if you cry from night to tomorrow, it's not going to make any meaningful impact. Then what is important is, going through the matter through the way it's supposed to be, using democratic institutions and things like that. So press from your demand, and that is my honest and candid advice to anybody or group that has actually felt that he was unduly treated as far as I'm concerned. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
All right, thank you, Chief. More reactions. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Uche speaking from Oje.
All right, Uche, go ahead.
What actually happened is so disheartening. We know the antecedent of these political players. But my assumption here is when you see some elders, like the last caller, speak the way they speak, it seems that the youth are hopeless. Which democratic institution are you approaching? An individual came there and disrupt party. Did that individual constitutionally empowered to?
Please, we encourage that you don't attack persons. Is his view, please? So please, kindly go ahead.
Okay, I rest my case. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for sharing your thought. People have diverse opinions. Let's learn to respect people's opinion. You can disagree with the opinion without attacking the personality involved. Thank you, I appreciate you. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, my presenter.
You're welcome, sir. Good morning.
I'm Ayozie, calling from Mbidi West.
You're welcome, sir. Go ahead.
Let me just advise some issues. There is no tendency that a person call either the special advisor to who or no special advisor to that. Bear it in mind to all of us in Imo State that one day, after darkness, light must surely come. There is no tendency that the ordinary person can come and intervene on the meeting or whatsoever to keep peace and do that and do that. Where we have law enforcement agencies that will take the law into their hands. I don't know where we are heading to this thing. But what we should understand is, after morning, where are we going? Let everybody should just share his or her thoughts. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us there. Hello, good morning to you. You're live on radio. Good morning. Okay, I think we have to move on to the next person. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You're welcome. Mike. Good morning, sir.
Langela, good morning too.
Good morning, welcome.
And the guest in the studio, I greet you also. I'm Richard Alo. I'm calling from Uchechukwu in the whole and not local government area. The truth remains that it is not the job of Chinasa Owerri to intervene in such matters. Such job is left to the Nigerian police squarely. So I don't know what he's doing there. He went there to do on that very day, if not to disrupt that meeting. Those who are saying he's compliance and that, his mandate is not on doing the work of the police. So we should be careful. If this trend continues, there's going to be violence, but we don't pray for that. Let the police do their work, and let Chinasa Owerri do his own work, and not do the work of the police, who should impact.
All right, I think it's done. Thank you. I appreciate you there. 0913 838 0808 or 0911 660 6981. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning. This is Elias. I call from Mongopala.
All right, welcome, sir.
So what I want to put my mouth there is that if somebody they are not a police, they are not army, they are not a DSS, can use gun and it takes people, which means they operate, I don't know whether I will call it that's a criminal. Let them stop it. God bless you.
All right.
Please, no name calling. Please, no name calling.
Okay, that is not connecting. Let's get more reactions from the other line. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike.
You're welcome, sir.
Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, sir. Welcome.
And others on the studio. Values are from Momokomo. How many arrests was done there that day? They are going to control peace and order. Police, if police will be involved in such a matter, there must be arrest. How many people were arrested? That is the question should go to the Jones. Now, there is a lot of violence here and there in the state. Why must it be this one that the Chinas and his group will go? If there is violence in any place, that is the duty of police. And that is the reason why there are security officers. So for him to come to tell us that it's because to put things in order, putting it in order, when he must have left, the meeting continues. Why can't he come back again? We Immunites have to tell us the truth. We have been in this state, and we must be a citizen of this state. Let whomever operate in the level of his, in the ambit of his operation of. There's no how for you to step beyond your imagination. Politics will come, and the politics must go. The APC and whomever now is not the first party that comes to Imo State and Nigeria. A lot of parties have come and gone, and we see the men. Let us see ourselves as brothers and sisters. Let us see our place. If there is no opposition, there is no fund. Until we understand what the politics is all about. Those people that we borrow the politics from, they are not fighting it in this way. And God bless you.
All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us there. Hello, good morning to you. Okay, just one more, then we return to the gentleman on the show this morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, welcome.
I am Ihan, calling from Akwakuma. My brother, my sister, we have to tell the truth. The trend we are seeing in Imo State, it continues. It will be unfortunate. A party was having this program. If there is crisis, there was crisis that day. We don't require Kindasa to come to intervene. We know his activities.
Sir, please, you need to shift away from your radio set. It's jamming with
the hall back.
The hall back. We can barely make out what you're saying. Please just shift a bit from the radio set, please. Thank you.
All right. So, like I was saying, yes, it was obvious that was act of thuggery. Let's say the truth. And we must all condemn it. And the government must condemn it too. There should be a free space for every political party or every political participant to operate. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. We will return to the phone lines, but let's get reactions from our guest this morning. Diverse opinions there. Some persons putting questions across to Dr. Jones virtually, and also Comrade Ayozie. How will you react to the polls of the people, Dr. Jones?
Well, there are many calls which I may not be able to remember, but I think one of the duties we owe to the public as public commentators is to educate them and enlighten them on things they may not really be aware of. For instance, my brother Ayozie in the studio there says everybody knows the antecedents of Uchechukwu and Owerri. Yeah, Imolites. I'm an Imolite, and there are millions of Imolites who believe that Chinas and Owerri is doing his job effectively. And one thing I can tell you is that criminals never love good police officers. Good law enforcement officers are never loved by criminals and outlaws. So, Chinas and Owerri's job as the SA on monitoring and compliance puts him in the eye of criminals. He is fighting against lawbreakers. He's ensuring that the laws are being adhered to, and we do not expect that he will be loved by those he is trying to make sure they do the right thing. What else is that? Okay, he also said, let me respond to Ayozie directly. He lied that there is no confusion about who is the candidate of the NDC in Owerri or in Imo East. But a simple check on the internet will tell you, I didn't put it there. This is Google. It says, I asked them, who is the candidate of the NDC in Owerri Senatorial District? They said the Nigerian Democratic Congress senatorial ticket for Imo East, Owerri Zone, is heavily disputed and remains legally unresolved, with Senator Uchechukwu and other aggrieved aspirants rejecting the primary results and calling for a fresh review. The primary election results were contested following allegations that the electoral panel bypassed proper procedures, writing results at a private residence in Owerri rather than conducting a transparent exercise. Because of these internal disputes and subsequent protests, the NDC has not formally finalized or submitted a definitive list of candidates for the district to the Independent National Electoral Commission.
But Jones, if I may cut you short at this point, I recollect there's a video that circulated across social media handles. There's an aspirant from NDC, I'm not exactly precise on which of the blocks now, that came out in a video. He showed that he spent money, resources, called for meetings, organized lots of interactions, but at the end of the day, the ticket was handed over to someone and he was complaining bitterly. He complained. I recollect that some of your aspirants complain until
he said by your own word, let me take you by your own word, he said that the ticket has been won by somebody.
No, I was just being economical with words.
He did not accuse the party of extorting him. He said he contested an election, there was a contest. And he did not go to court. By what I just read to you here now,
the point I'm trying to make is
over NDC purported primaries. And the individual you are trying to quote has actually come back to say he didn't say that he was misquoted. He made a publication in that regard.
Yes. No, I'm just trying to establish the fact that the time you are spending to look at the issues.
Should appoint you as their spokesperson.
That's a jibe. That's a jibe below the belt, and I can be very amazing with this. The point I want to establish is this:
should consider appointing you as their consultant.
Jones, Dr. Jones. What I'm trying to establish, please, if I may, is that you don't need to throw shades over the primaries of another party, because there is a saying that if you live in a glass house, you don't throw stones. It's not as though the APC held rancor-free primaries. So let's leave out the primaries. Whoever is their candidate or not isn't the issue. The issue of concern in this case, let me restate, is the fact that a gathering of NDC members was disrupted on Tuesday at Umoima in Owerri here. That's the issue. Now let me quickly add before you go. One Gilbert sent a message. He said, it sounds funny how Dr. Jones insists NDC. Okay, let me leave that. He said, Nzechinasa's role in this matter is a red flag to state police. This is a tip of the iceberg. You can imagine what will transpire when state police comes on board. The fear of state governors using it as a tool against opposition can be traced in this Chinasa's case. And that is what some of our callers have inferred, that the fact that Nzechinasa Owerri, as a private citizen, as a government official, not under the police, not under the DSS or any of the security agencies, has access to go and maintain law and order. That's the issue here. Would you please kindly address that? Thank you.
I think these things are very clear enough if we are not biased. His designation is special advisor to the governor on monitoring and compliance. Every government has that. He didn't go there by himself alone. He has a task force that comprises of the Nigerian police force, members of the Nigerian officers from the Nigerian police force. He has people from the NSCDC. His duty as the eye of the government in ensuring that law is enforced, in ensuring orderliness, in ensuring compliance to regulations, is to bring these people in and tell them this is what is happening. He's a local person. So people are saying state police is going to be this and be that. The state police is not going to be weak. Yes, the state police is not going to flourish arms and allow people to break the law. There is no apology for that. If you break the law, you should know that you'll be held accountable. If you try to kill people, you should know that you will be stopped. The state is not ungoverned like some people would want it to be. I have said it repeatedly, and my brother in the studio that has not been able to convincingly refute that there are issues within the NDC. That we are breaking chairs, breaking bottles, drawing arms, trying to injure our people. And you expect a responsible government to sit back and clap for them because they said they're a political party? No, that's not going to happen because we have an active government. We have a government that is working. We have a government that is responsive. We have a government that is responsible. Okay. We are going to protect lives and properties, no matter whose ox is God. We are not going to allow criminals, wherever they hide, or whatever they pretend to be. All right. Whatever their pretenses may be to overrun the state.
Let's allow
all right, Dr. Ayozie Comrade Ayozie will respond now. We will return to you to find out the chances of your party in the coming general elections in Imo State. But Comrade Ayozie, you heard him there. And you heard some of the callers also say that there are some words, that there are two chairmen in that word. And it looks as if it is aligning with what Dr. Jones is saying this morning. Can you expand on that and let's understand what is going on? Are there crises in NDC?
Okay, it's quite unfortunate that I'll call him my senior brother, Dr. Jones, happens to leave the core focus of the matter at stake and is rather going on hallucinatory propaganda. Well, you heard Imo Light speak on phone. You heard the questions, but you avoided the questions. The core matter they asked, is this man, Chinasa, a DPO, a police officer? What gives him the right to settle disagreement or crisis? Is that his core function? Somebody advised people should not cross their boundary. And you are telling us that this monetary and something compliance SA, his duty is to go and settle another meeting, even if it's a church meeting that have this agreement, even if it's a community meeting or a family meeting. What brings him in there? Now, the truth, Imolites already know. So let's not just go about that. And now somebody said that in a ward they have two ward chairmen. It simply means that the person does not know his chairman. Because congresses were held on the 1st of May, ward congresses, that produced ward chairmen.
Across all the wards in Imo State?
Yes.
For NDC?
Yes. Okay. And congresses were conducted on the 2nd of May that produced the 27 LGA chairmen. On the 3rd of May, it was a Sunday, and in the evening of that day, we saw P2B join the party. On the 4th of May, we had State Congress that was aired on Arise TV that produced the legitimate State Executive, State Working Committee. And the EPM of INEC was present in that Congress to monitor the activities, of which he gave her speech on that day. So I don't know why people will come to say there are two. Somebody may just come up tomorrow and say there are two chairmen, and you saw some confusion, somebody else coming as publicity secretary. No, this is the work of the opposition.
Okay. This is the last part of the conversation because we need to return to the phone lines. What are the chances of your party in the coming elections in Imo State? Let's streamline it to Imo State. Are your candidates riding on the popularity of your presidential candidate?
I will tell you, that is a plus. But after that, let the panic go on. The APC, they are terrified.
In Imo?
Yes. All over Nigeria. You know why?
The party is the ruling party.
This is the ruling party, or ruling party like people will say. But the grassroots is going to be in charge this time. You see the grab it, take it, and run. You won't even find the legs to run. Because people are going to come en masse to vote. And the chances is on the high stake for the NDC and not the APC.
Okay, let's return to Dr. Jones to ask him the same question. Then we'll return to the phone lines and wrap up the show this morning. Dr. Jones, the chances of your party come 2027 general elections. You heard Comrade Ayozie there that it is no longer business as usual. You cannot grab and run away with it because there are no legs to run away with it. So how will you react to that?
Well, definitely nobody, we as APC, we are not interested in running away with anybody's mandate. We are going to win elections. We have been winning elections. You know, these things are easy to actually understand if we approach it from a very objective point of view. Who the candidates or the individuals that NDC projects as their candidates, which elections have they won before? Have they been winning elections? Which Onwuasoanya, for instance, from APGA to ACN, from ACN to PDP, from PDP back to APGA, from APGA back to PDP? Has he ever won any election?
Dr. James, your 27 local government area, did they win any election?
That he rode on the back of,
your 27 local government chairman, did they win an election?
Comrade Ayozie, you will have your time, maybe when we're finalizing the
yeah,
show. So
these things are about facts. I like dealing with facts as much as I have them. Which of the individuals they have projected as a candidate can win an election anywhere in Imo State? Have they won any election before? They haven't. So elections are won with the people. And who are with the people? The APC are with the people. The people are with us. We are the only political party in existence in Imo State, so to say. We are the only political party that has structures across the 305 wards, across the over 4,000 polling units in Imo State. You have 27-member boot army in every polling unit in Imo State. So how are you going to stand an election against us? I tell my brothers and sisters who are wasting their time in other political parties to join APC. They shouldn't waste their money and their time. These things are clear enough. A political party that has solidified structure across all the polling units. Every polling unit in Imo State, we have 27-member boot army. These are officials of the party at the polling unit. So assuming each polling unit army, each polling unit official brings just one person extra, his brother, his sister, his wife, his girlfriend, his child, or whatever, you come and vote for us. We have already won the election.
All right, Dr. Jones, we will definitely return to Comrade Ayozie and also you before we wrap up the show. Let's return to the phone lines now, get some reactions, read comments on our Facebook page. Don't forget, you can catch this conversation on our YouTube page and watch it, rewatch, download. It is Groove 981 FM on YouTube, and that will be uploaded right after the show. But let's return to the phone lines now. 0913 838 0808. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Michael Oni.
Good morning, sir.
Ikenna calling from Owerri. Dr. FCC Jones is shouting because they have written the result to APC. If any human being as a Nigerian will vote for APC, he is voting for his death.
Sir, people have the right to their opinion. You can't use such.
They got to tell him the truth of his life.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. We should understand that people have the right to join any political party, and we should not wish ourselves death. Yeah. All right.
And Jones is doing his job actually.
Yes.
He's the publicity secretary of his party.
All right. Hello. Good morning to you.
Yeah. Good morning once more, Mr. Michael.
You're welcome, sir. Good morning.
Hello, are you with me?
Yes, we are with you. We are with you, sir.
We can hear you. Good morning.
And the girls. And this is Alma from Uchechukwu Street. This my question goes to the NDC man there. So my question is, what is the name of the factional NDC Owerri senatorial candidate who disrupted Uchechukwu political meeting at Imo village? Because we need to know these people, and was to cause problem in Imo State. They should be called to him, and Uchechukwu should be called to answer some questions. That's my take. Amma from Uchechukwu Street. Thank you.
All right, Amma from Uchechukwu Street there. Thank you. Hello. Good morning to you. Hello, you're live on radio. Okay, seems we have to move on. 0911 660 6981. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
This is Francis calling you from Irete. Please, I want to spare an observation all through the program. It appears to me as though you, the due of the presenters, you are given an upper hand to whatever, Mr. Jones or whatever, Dr. Jones. But I want to tell you, even if as your duty as
hold it there, brother. Hold it there. Hold it there.
Let Comrade Ayozie. Haven't you noticed that Comrade Ayozie is not exactly given to propaganda? I'm sure you must have inferred that he's not giving too much speech. He makes his point and then he just gives us the cue.
The reason why I made my assertion is this. Over the time of me listening to this program, I think
we will allow that assertion to roll. Sir,
to him, he deviates from the question
just a moment.
And says all sort of nonsense.
Just a moment. Just a moment. We all have our biases one way or the other, right? You do not like APC, and that will make you see whatever he says as wrong. Our job here is to strike a balance to the conversation, and to the best of our knowledge, we've done it professionally right here. So it is wrong and it is unjust for you to call and claim that the presenters are biased. The fact that we brought the both of them to the station should show you that we are not partial here. And it is unfortunate that you will say that here. And it is unacceptable anytime.
Please, you heard Jones make an allegation that NDC should probably make me their publicity secretary. Didn't you hear when he threw that shade? Please, let's be professional when we do this, please. Thank you.
Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome. Okay, that is not connecting. Let's move on to the next call. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome. Hello. You're welcome. Good morning.
Thank you. My dear Oni, I'm not alone able to call from also.
All right.
You see, I've had two gentlemen on the studio. FCC Jones, good morning.
Good morning.
I want to tell you the gospel truth. As long as election in Imo State is concerned, I will not be biased. I will tell you the gospel truth. And the NDC on top gear and on top notch. You see, defend APC, the former Minister of Information, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you and God bless.
All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us there. Do appreciate. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome. I was going on to the second line. What's happening? All right. Okay, if you can call back, we will appreciate. Okay, let's take this. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. This is Mr. Felix from World Bank.
You're welcome, Steven. Thank you for joining us.
Okay. I still say this before. Why has this issue moved from meeting disruption to political fight? The main thing here is the disruption of the meeting by people, by Chinasa. Is he the right person to go for that particular disruption? If there is somebody has fell in law abiding, it's not his duty. It's the duty of the police. He's not supposed to be there. He has his line of duty. He should go according to his line of duty. Not going. That's why people are asking about this state police. Now, if the state police come, my brother, let us tell ourselves the truth. They go from us, we grab it, and this will be a way. They are opening other party. So please, let us face the fact. Is it right that Mr. Chinasa should go and do this kind of act? He's not a police official. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And that's how far we can go with the calls. Let's take final thoughts from the gentleman in the studio. so that we can wrap up the show this morning. Dr. Jones, we start with you. What are your final thoughts? What do you make of all these issues, the chances of your party, and your message to Undimo this morning?
Imolites are very wonderful people, the most enlightened in the Nigerian Federation, the most educated, so I am sure they know the party that is most prepared to defend their rights, the party that has been doing well, the party has met their expectations to a very large extent, and that party is the APC. We do not believe in violence. We do not need violence to win any election. We have been winning. We have been winning elections without violence, and we shall continue to win elections without violence. I urge political parties, especially registered political parties who will be participating in this election, to confront us with issues. They shouldn't resort to self-help. If they have internal issues within them, they should report to the police. That if they try to disrupt the peace of the state, we, as a government, as a party in power, we will make sure that those who are in charge, those who have the responsibility to enforce the law or to ensure order, get into it and make sure that our people are protected. So nobody should take that for granted. We are not going to allow lawlessness to thrive. We are not going to allow impunity to thrive. Parties that are registered especially should make sure they get their houses in order. We are not going to come in to help them get their houses in order. But if they break the law, they will face the law.
All right, thank you, Dr. Just. And to Comrade Ayozie Uchechukwu, you heard one of, I believe, your supporters saying that we are biased here. And I will want you to also respond to that before you give your final thoughts, so that we can wrap up the conversation this morning.
Well, I feel very, very comfortable here, and I know I'm on a neutral ground. I mean, it has been fair. It's not about how long you speak, going with unverified facts and, wishes that will not come to pass. It's about just saying the fact and move on to the next discourse. So, having said that, I want to tell those listening to us that the ground is quite neutral, and I feel very comfortable here.
And your final thoughts?
I want to also tell Imolites, this is the time where we really need to think about good governance. I've lived in the villages, I've lived also in the towns, and I see what most Imolites see. People talk about winning election. They've never won any election. They've been stealing it, grabbing it, taking it by force. And this time we should not allow it. We should not sell our conscience with 5,000, 2,000 naira. We should go out that day en masse. Please, if you've not had your PVC, they've stolen your information, but don't let them steal the time you will spend on the polling unit. So move there on the day of election and vote your conscience. The NDC will provide you good governance. The NDC will provide you infrastructure. The NDC is the only credible party right now to take us to the promised land. I wish to see you all on election day. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. That's the size of our package. Interesting conversation we've had this morning. You can revisit our Facebook page to watch the program, or better still, you go to our YouTube page, subscribe, so that you won't miss any of our wonderful content that we're dishing out on a daily right here on Groove 98.1 FM Owerri. Thank you so much for joining us. Many thanks to Comrade Ayozie Uchechukwu, the NDC Publicity Secretary, Imo State, for joining us this morning. And also many thanks to Dr. FCC Jones Onwuasoanya, the Publicity Secretary of APC in Imo State.
From me, it's been an amazing show. Thank you, gentlemen, for being part of the discourse this morning. I'm hopeful we'll do this some other time, but on a better issue, definitely. Yeah. From me, I wish you a beautiful morning. My name is Angela Nkwo Akpolu.
And my name is Michael Oni. Enjoy the rest of your day.